Hi, Rick Sun here once again, pastor of Hill Country Christian Church. I wore a sweater today. It got colder. Anyway, I like wearing sweaters. I just wanted to speak to you today. I want to talk to you about the idea of interruptions or intrusions. I think it was J. Wallace Hamilton once said that you could almost write the story of Jesus's life based on the idea of interruptions. He might be teaching and somebody came up and had a problem or an issue that he addressed. Constantly, you see this over and over again. In fact, in Luke's Gospel, chapter 8, you see a crowd is gathered around him. It seems like a perfect teaching time for him. And then a man named Jairus comes up to him and says, I have a daughter who's ill. Can you come? Because he'd heard wonderful things about Jesus, his ability to heal. So Jesus says, sure. So he's following Jairus, and it says the crowd is packed around Jesus. They're wanting to be with him as well. And as he's making his way, there's a woman who's been sick with what Luke calls an issue of blood for 12 years. And she sought many doctors for help, and they haven't been able to do anything for her. And she thinks, maybe if I can just touch the hem of his garment, I'll be healed. She had that kind of faith. And sure enough, she did. And Jesus could tell something had happened. He turns around and he talks to the woman. So as he's going from one place to another place, he gets interrupted by another person, and he always stops and makes time for the people who interrupt him, who need his help. This morning I had 2 phone calls. I got up, I get my cup of coffee. I was going to have a quiet time. I was going to have just some quiet moments with the Lord, and also just to sit and think and ponder, reflect. And I got 2 phone calls from people I love dearly. I wasn't expecting. They were intensive phone calls, not angry phone calls at all. But I was so glad to get those interruptions because it gave me a time to talk with people, interact with people, as I said, that I love very, very much. And hopefully God was able to be in that interchange. I know he was. And so I'm just, sometimes we have our agendas, we have things we want to accomplish, where we really don't want the interruptions, even if we don't want them. I think we need to learn to welcome them, just like Jesus did. Let's be asking ourselves the question, what is it that God is doing in the midst of this interruption? It may not be what I wanted. My first reaction may be total frustration, annoyance, but can I just put those feelings off for a moment and see what God might want to do in the midst of this interruption, how he might want to use me, what he might actually have for me from somebody else that's a part of the interruption that he wants to pour into my life. So look for God in those interruptions. That's my word for you today. God bless you. Remember, we have worship services at 10:30 on Sunday morning. We just began a new series called Banners of Belief. We talked about what we believe about God last week. We're going to look at the banner this week. Jesus said, I'm the way, the truth, and the life. So we're going to talk Jesus, the one and only. So I hope that you can come be a part of that. And then we're still studying prayer on Thursday mornings at 10 o'clock. And you're always welcome to come for our Bible study. We have a good time together. God bless you.